16th. We have the opening ceremony. Meeting is now called to order. Let us stand for a silent prayer and a pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Clerk Pittman, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Noah,
Here.
Councilman Palmer,
Here.
Councilman Ashby,
Here.
Councilman
Here.
Mayor Jones,
Here.
Councilman Lipton,
Here.
Councilman Nelson.
A quorum is present. At this time, we are open up with our public comments. I would like to remind everyone to speak into the mic. Give us your name and your address, and you have 3 minutes. Clerk Pittman, who is the first person for public comments?
Claire, we actually had 2 sign-up sheets. One was for the outgoing and the other was for the incoming meeting. I didn't have anyone to sign up for outgoing. I had everyone to sign up for the incoming. So they may have been confused. So I'll go ahead and call the names. If you wanted to speak at the first meeting, then go ahead and come up. So first is Dr. Stiles. Were you interested in speaking at this session or the second session? Okay.
I'll start first. I mean, since you got.
Microphone on?
Mic on?
You say you got 3 minutes?
Yes.
You have 3 minutes, but please speak up because we can barely hear you.
So, I'm Dr. Stiles. I am the owner of the Lozel's Plaza right down in Ferguson. We got a couple of things that we have going on there. First of all, I have an issue with a blockage of my parking lot way to the entrance of my building. I'm having some complications in renting out the space, and currently I have a tenant in there that's threatened to leave my property because the person that's there that stated that the city stated that they could park next to my building and obstructing the exit place that the parking lot has to egress from. So I'm trying to see how we can get that fixed because I don't know who the person is next door. I tried to reach out to the city, and there's some kind of construction that obstructs that driveway right there, and I want to see if we can get that corrected. And I guess this is the young man here because that's the person that I was told that owns the building next to me. So I want to try to see if we can get that resolved and corrected because it has cost me thousands of dollars because people cannot park in the back of my facility and occupy the front, and it's caused me a problem with every person that wants to rent out my spot. So I want to see if we can get that corrected if that's possible.
Could you give us the address of the building, please?
It is 299 South Florissant. Right now, it's Visions Healthcare there that just got in the spot. And hey, listen, we've done many contributions to this community, toy drives. We gave over 15 bikes to this community. We've done nothing but try to do whatever we need to do to enhance the community. But this has been a complication because we want the plaza to look nice, and it's apprehending me from being able to fulfill me renting my spots. So if I can, I would like to see if we can get some type of resolve to this situation.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate you.
Next is Andrea Koosman. Okay, come on up.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Alice Herndon. I'm the owner of Onyx Business and Print Center. My address is 611 South Florissant Road. And my concern this evening is serving as a board member to the Ferguson Special Business District. One of the things that we have done in the Ferguson Special Business District is to support the community and support business owners in that community. Recently, I received notification due to an ordinance that is being enforced this particular year for delinquent taxes. And because of that, several members of the Ferguson Special Business District have been removed. I feel let down by several of our leaders within this community. First of all, as the Special Business District, we have council representation that has not been representing us for over a year, has not attended a meeting in over a year. We have the minutes to back that up. We also have the ordinance that's being enforced right now. And so I feel that there should have been some type of communication sent out to the Special Business District. So one, we as business owners, we don't have time to sit and read all of the ordinances that are happening. Not saying that we are being removed from those ordinances that are being done, but if you inform us that there is something that's going to be enforced and how we can help each other as well as ourselves, that would be helpful for us overall as the Ferguson Special Business District. So while there has been a criticism as to the delinquent taxes, I have to say this very rapidly. The problem is not with us as business owners and being delinquent in our taxes, because I would think I may have been delinquent by 8 days. The problem is here right now within this chamber. I served as the leader for the Ferguson Street Fest that was done last year. All of the monies that were raised were inadvertently put into the general fund. All of the bills from Ferguson Street Fest was given to FSBD. So I ask that you begin to look within your own house before you start looking outside, so that way we can get those monies allocated. That's it.
Thank you, Dr. Alice.
Next is Andrea Koosman.
Hi, my name is Bridget Lewis, and I am the owner of Grace Place Restaurant, 701 South Florissant Road. And I am the president of the Ferguson Special Business District. My tenure will be up in a couple of months. And I want to piggyback on what Dr. Alice was speaking about, the business taxes being late and all of the people that were removed from the board. And I feel very slighted and offended that I did not receive a notification that we were going to lose that many board members at one time. That's over 40% of the board. Then I'm transitioning now and a couple more people, so we won't even have a board. And I feel very offended by not being notified, like I'm the president. Why would I be notified of that? I'm putting together a board meeting for tonight and find out that everybody's not going to be there because of this, and I just don't feel like that's right. And I also just want to say that anybody can be late on their taxes. I've paid my taxes on time every year since I've been in Ferguson all my life. My mother used to pay her taxes the day they came out. I wasn't that diligent, but I always made sure I paid them on time. However, a couple of years ago, some of my taxes got lost between Ferguson's, post office and St. Louis County. And I found out a month later that my taxes had not been paid. I asked for a waiver and they denied it because I have never been late. But if that had happened to me this year, I'd be off the board too. And I just think things happen. Has anybody in this room ever been late? Paying something? Has anybody been late? Yeah, but you get a notification saying, okay, you're late and you will be, your services will be shut off at such and such a date if you don't receive a payment. And I just feel like we were worthy of the same type of consideration. And that's all I have to say. And I would like to know, at what point will these, board members be reinstated once their taxes are paid, which some of them have already paid their taxes?
Thank you.
Next is Andrea Hoosman.
So you have heard from our committed volunteer members of the Ferguson Special Business District. Our ask is that you reinstate them effective immediately. In addition, we are asking for a different council member to represent the Ferguson Council in our meetings. We need full support. We need participation from Ferguson as we continue to extend ourselves and provide initiatives to further develop and grow our business district. This experience has caused us grave disappointment and concern regarding our city government and underlying self-serving intentions. Our intentions are sincere as we advocate for the betterment of this community, and we are, as we all know, we are better together than we are apart. So if we are truly about our community, I say if we are truly about our community and the support of our business district, growth and development, you would reconsider your decisions and your actions. I thank you and onward and upward.
Thank you, Ms. Hoosman.
Laverne Mitchell. The next meeting, the next session. Okay. Okay. Erica Brooks. Well, I mean, so we had two sign-up sheets, one for the first session, one for the second session. Were you interested? You can speak at either one. Were you interested in the first one or the second? Okay, go ahead and sign up for the second.
Good evening. Hello, City of Ferguson. Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024 was one of tense trials and tribulations. It was not for the weak or the weary. I thank God for the determination, dedication, discipline to fight against my health issues and my car issues, as well as withstanding the sheets and wolf clothing that tried to do everything to discourage me, but still I rose. I thank all of those supporters, the 92 voters that believed in me enough to say, yes, we can. My son Gary Quinn Cornelius was able to exercise his right to vote for the first time and vote for his mother on that election day. That number may seem like not much, but for all that I overcame, I thank God for the victories I won, such as registering hundreds of people to vote and helping them understand their importance to exercise their right to vote. I thank my financial supporters and volunteers that help me knock on doors and put out door signs and robocalls and texts. I thank God for providing the Metro bus service, number 79, and all the other bus services, which I actually used to do my campaign. Yes, folks, I literally used the bus in order to do my campaign to move Ferguson forward. It was a no excuse, accepted driven campaign. I kept my eyes on the prize because the election was determine the factors of making sure that the right people were in charge to establish, administer, and genuinely execute legislation for civil justice with liberty and justice for all of Ferguson. A few of the major issues the people were concerned about was the removal of the consent decree, safe streets and street common, and consequences for car vandalism and burglary, more lighting, more police patrollers consistently removal of their housing, more street improvements, transparent reporting and location of sex offenders in the neighborhood, reinforcing the code codes and ordinances by the city of Ferguson, not allowing corporations and individual buyers to operate by restrictive, covenants, which introduced practices of redlining, which which mark off areas that were, risky to underwrite and guarantee mortgages, and overhaul of the sewage throughout the city to control runoffs and flow of water in the sewers to stop flooding and eroding. All of the citizens' questions and concerns didn't follow their ears. I will continue to be an active advocate in the community and to the next election in April, 2025 for Ward 2 at City Council. So I will be reaching out for your support. Thank you, and I will be a voice for the people of Ferguson, advocating for liberty, justice for all. Thanks again. Still our roles.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks.
Sandra Butler.
You said sign this sheet right here, right? What you said.
Mhm.
Good evening. I want to talk about the police department for a minute. And I just want the police department to know, the new Ferguson Police Department, that I really appreciate them. So when I woke up this morning, heard about the incident at Quick Trip on West Florissant, I was sad. I was sad that it happened on West Florissant at that place. And I heard the story of a police officer leaving Quick Trip, coming outside, hearing gunshots, and noticing the conflict between two people. And he fired. What I'm, at this particular time, I didn't have to say, why? Because I felt that there was a likelihood that he did it for the right reason, and that I don't know yet because the story isn't told, but I have this feeling. I felt like serve and protect happened. So I just want to let the new Ferguson Police Department know that I appreciate the work that you've done. I recognize the change you've made. And it was sad that it happened. It was a good feeling. That's really what I want to say. But let me also add this. Well, I just want to finish that off. I want to recognize Chief Anderson, that was the first chief after Michael Brown was killed. I want to recognize that each of those chiefs had a role in making the police department what it is today. So that would be Chief Anderson, Chief Moss, Chief McCall, and Chief Doyle. So I just want to thank all of them for the change in the police department. So I also just want to mention, since boards and commission came up, and I'm just looking at how really dysfunctional, we have so many boards that are dysfunctional. You know, I've watched even sales tax. You know, I've watched the Human Rights Commission. I've watched the Planning Commission, and now the Ferguson Business District. And then I hear different people saying, please join the boards. And then I'm looking at how you treat people when they get on the boards. Like you want them on the board, but you really don't want them on the board. So I just want to acknowledge that.
Sandra Butler. Do we have anyone on Zoom? Okay. Public comments have ended. We move to the manager's report. City Manager Hampton, give us your report.
Yes, Mayor, Council. First off, I'd like to have Kelly come up. Introduce Kelly as our new HR. Right, this is our new HR director. He's already done a wonderful job and has jumped in feet first. And also, I am gonna move past the police update for this one. We'll have the police update next, meeting, just with everything going on today. I know Chief had a long day. With that all being said, we did a smoke detector drive from the fire department this week, and this week, Saturday coming up, we'll be in the Robert, area by Robert Superior Park, I believe. So, but that does not mean if you don't need if you need a smoke detector, just call the firehouse. It doesn't matter what it is. We were in Ferguson, we'll put one in. So we're working with, Red Cross with that. And those are 10-year, battery lifespan for the, smoke detector. I also have the full, department heads with us here tonight. So everybody like stand up. So everybody knows these are department heads for the city of Ferguson.
Chief, would you introduce them as their departments?
First, I will just start consent decree. Corey Gilbert is with Public Works. Don Hughes is with Finance. Dave Musgrave is the Assistant State Manager. Michelle Richmond is with Courts. Joseph Seafron is with Parks. You stand up. Oh, who did? I'm sorry. Kelly King is with HR, and then Joel is representing, and zoning and economic development. Thank you, everybody. First shot, stand up, there's nobody see her, she's doing this first time. This is the first time, she's the deputy city clerk. I just wanted to keep it a little bit light today, because I know we have 2 council meetings, so, that's my report.
Thank you, Chief. Thus in the manager's report. We don't have a special presentation tonight. We don't have public hearing. We move to our consent agenda. City council meeting minutes, the regular meeting for March 26, 2024, and our special meeting minutes for February 29th and March the 5th. I'm requesting a motion and a second to approve the meeting minutes.
So moved, Heather Robinette.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The minutes are approved. We move to boards and commission meeting minutes. We have the CRB meeting, which is March the 4th and April the 1st. The farmers market meeting, November the 8th, 2023. I'm requesting a motion and a second to receive and file the minutes.
So moved, Blake Ashby.
Second, Heather Robinette.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. The minutes are filed. We have one appointment for tonight. We have Cindy Reelman, who is the CFO for the Ferguson Florissant School District. As you know, by state statute, we must have a school board member, and she is the Chief Financial Officer for the Economic Development Sales Tax Commission. That is appointment made by the mayor. So I therefore appoint Cindy Reelman to the Economic Development Sales Tax Board. We move to our proclamations. We don't have any at this time. We move to resolutions. We have resolution number 2024-13. Without objection, we're introduced by council members present. Hear none. Attorney Thomas, could you please read the resolution?
Thank you, Mayor. A resolution authorizing certain officials to execute instruments relating to city accounts held with Regions Equipment Finance Corporation.
City Manager Hampton.
Yes, Mayor, Council, 13, 14, and 15, all 3 of these will be adding Dave Musgrave to, the account, so, he can be on them.
I'm requesting a motion and a second for approval.
Motion, Blake Ashby.
Second, Laquita Noah.
Clerk Pittman, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Robinette.
Aye.
Mayor Jones.
Aye.
Councilman Lipton.
Aye.
Councilman Nelson. Councilman Miller.
Aye.
Councilman Palmer.
Aye.
Resolution number 2024-13 passes. We move to resolution 2024-14. Without objections, we're introduced by council members present. Here none. Attorney Thomas, could you please read the resolution?
Resolution amending the authorized signers for UMB accounts.
City Manager Hampton. I'm requesting a motion and a second for approval.
So moved. Heather Robinette.
Second, Naquita Noah.
Clerk Pippen, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Robinette.
Aye.
Mayor Jones.
Aye.
Councilman Lipton.
Aye.
Councilman Nelson. Councilman Miller.
Aye.
Councilman Palmer.
Aye.
Councilman Nash.
Resolution number 2024-14 passes. We move to resolution number 2024-15. Without objection, we're introduced by council members present. Attorney Thomas, could you please read the resolution?
A resolution authorizing certain officials to execute instruments relating to city funds held with Multi-Bank Securities, Inc. and Pershing LLC.
City Manager Hampton,
Nothing further this time.
I'm asking for a motion and a second for approval.
So moved. Heather Robinette.
Clerk Pittman, could you please call the roll?
Robinette.
Aye.
Mayor Jones.
Aye.
Councilwoman Lipton.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nelson. Councilwoman Noah.
Aye.
Councilman Palmer.
Aye.
Councilman Nash.
Aye.
Resolution number 2024-15 passes. We move to resolution number 2024-16. Without objection, we're introduced by council members present. Attorney Thomas, could you please read the resolution?
A resolution selecting a contractor, awarding the contract to said contractor, and authorizing the city manager to execute the contract on behalf of the city.
Manager Hampton, could you please explain?
Mayor and council, this is for an 8-foot fence in front of the police department with the ability to shut the front off if we need to. This will help protect our facility and the officers if needed.
I'm requesting a motion in a second.
So moved. Heather Robinette.
Second, Linda Lipka.
Clerk Pittman, could you please call the roll?
Aye.
Mayor Jones.
Aye.
Councilwoman Lipton.
Aye.
Councilwoman Nelson. Councilwoman Noah.
Aye.
Councilman Palmer.
Aye.
Councilman Nash.
Aye.
Resolution number 2024-16 passes. We don't have any bills requiring first reading tonight. We don't have any bills requiring second reading. We move to the portion of the certification of the April 2nd, 2024 elections results. Clerk Pittman, could you please read the election results?
Here in council as certified by the St. Louis County Board of Elections. The results from April the 2nd are as follows. For council member Ward 1, Phaedra Nelson, 296 votes. David L. Williams, 317 votes. For council member Ward 2, Jamil Franklin, 225 votes. Nicholas Kassoff, 228 votes. Blake Ashby, 172 votes. And Erica M. Brooks, 92 votes. And for Council Ward 3, Lamika Covington, 125 votes. Naquita Noah, 247 votes.
At this time, I request a motion and a second to receive and file the St. Louis County election results.
So move, Naquita Noah.
Second. Heather Robinette.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. The St. Louis County election results are received and filed. Do we have any unfinished business? Here none. Do we have any new business? We move to our miscellaneous. We'll start with Councilwoman Noah.
Thank you, Mayor. I just would like to remind everyone that we are having a Ward 3 Southwest
Neighborhood Association meeting on April 22nd from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the True Vine Missionary Baptist Church located at 8420 Hill Drive, Ferguson 63121. We may have Zoom available as well. I'm not making any promises, but hopefully we will. But hopefully Southwest Ward 3 Ferguson will come out in person and meet with us, as well as there will be a Nesbitt Newton meeting the fourth Wednesday of this month at the Nesbitt Newton Park. So if you all have any questions, you can reach out to me or Councilman Palmer. I would also like to say to Councilwoman Nelson and Councilman Ashby, thank you for your service and you all will be missed.
Thank you, Councilwoman Noor. Councilman Palmer.
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilman Ashby.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to serve the residents of the second ward. And, you know, I have to say, I'm proud that while I was on council, most of the votes actually were unanimous and we were able to bridge the racial divides. And I think that's an important thing for our city to a degree. And I hope that the new council will remember how important it is that we all work together and we find common ground and we look for consensus. Because it really, if it doesn't work for all of us, it doesn't work for any of us. And that's especially true in Ferguson, Missouri. So let's hope that the next council keeps that in their heart and finds ways to build bridges instead of separate people, and we can keep our city moving forward.
Thank you, Councilman Blake. Woman Robinette.
I would just like to thank Councilman Ashby and Councilwoman Nelson for their service to the community, and I appreciate their efforts on city council. Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Lipka.
I would just like to reiterate the same thing. Thank you to Mr. Ashby and thank you to Phaedra Nelson for their time on the board. And we will be doing the same exact thing next year. So it's time well spent and thank you for your contributions.
Thank you. Councilwoman Phaedra Nelson.
Remain active in my community and ensure that equity, diversity, inclusion for everyone. And I certainly hope that this council, new council coming in, does work together to help the city forward.
City Manager Hampton.
Mr. Ashby and Ms. Nelson, it was a pleasure working with you. That's all I have tonight.
City Clerk. Octavia Pittman.
Yes, to Councilman Ashby, Councilwoman Nelson, you know, I mimic, the other or echo the other, sentiments. It has been a pleasure to work with you guys, you know, for this amount of time. I do have some additional reports to make. Just the first one is Juneteenth. We are gearing up for Juneteenth in Ferguson. It's going to be at Plaza at 501 on June 15th from 4 to 9. We are looking for volunteers and we are also still seeking some vendors. So please, please, please sign up. All of the information is on our website. And then also a reminder that the consent decree hearing is next Tuesday. And we are providing transportation again as well. So if you are in need of transportation, again, go on our website or reach out to us and then we'll let you know how to get that information. But that's all.
Thank you, Clerk Pittman. Attorney Thomas.
I don't have anything, Mayor. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to work with Councilman Ashby and Councilwoman Nelson in the short time that I've been here.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we'll do a presentation for Councilman Blake Ashby and Councilwoman Phaedra Nelson. Welcome forward one, Councilwoman Phaedra Nelson, would you please come?
This is presented to Phaedra Nelson in recognition of service as a member of Ferguson City Council, 2021 to 2024. Your time in office have provided us with a living definition of resilience. You are the most resilient person that I know, and resilient in strength and understanding in the face of adversity, optimism, passion, and selflessness. And I say that about you simply because when your sister passed away and you had those small twins to raise, you stepped in, you raised those twins, and now they're graduating from high school with over $50,000 in scholarship. You have done a great job. I've seen you work with your father, your neighbors, you care about people. So you are the most resilient person that I know. We love you and we care about you. Don't stop working in your community. That's one more thing. When you were working for Missouri Foundation of Health as Healthy Schools, Healthy Communities, you went to the third floor and you found a need there to bring a park in the third floor. You worked with a lot of nonprofits to raise $150,000. Nonprofits, business people, the unions got together and rallied behind you. Those kids have some place to play because of the effort that you put forth with your community. Thank you. Thank you. Our office has provided us with a living definition of catalyst. And a catalyst is advocating for cooperative change, motivation, and good. On behalf of the city of Ferguson, we thank you for your tireless effort. Help us to collaborate and work together to preserve the good of Ferguson. We thank you. Chemistry is a product that goes through a chemical reaction that allows other chemicals to react and then be consumed and comes out like a liquid. So you are a chemical reaction that we do. Let's give them another hand. We move to our closing session. I ask for a motion in a second to adjourn, sign or die.
Motion, Blake Ashby.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. We are adjourned, sign or die. Blake, don't forget your name tag. You get to keep your name tag. Phaedra? Yeah, get Phaedra's name tag.
Meeting is now called to order. The first item on our agenda is the opening ceremony, the oath of office for council members. Clerk Pittman, could you please conduct the oath of office? Ward 1.
So, swear
That I possess all the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
required by the charter,
required by the charter,
and that I am not subject to
subject to
this qualification
this qualification
set forth in the charter
set forth in the charter
in relation to
in relation to
the office of council member
the office of council
of the city of Ferguson,
of the city of Ferguson,
and that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and law
of the United States
of the United States,
and the state of Missouri,
the state of Missouri,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of the city of Ferguson, Missouri. Of the city of Ferguson,
of
Missouri.
the city of Ferguson, Missouri,
And that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office.
of my office,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Have a seat on the dais.
I, Nicholas Passoff,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess all the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
required by the charter,
required by the charter,
and that I am not
and that I am not
subject to
subject to
any disqualification
any disqualifications
set forth in the charter
set forth in the charter
in relation to
in relation to
the office of council member
the office of council member
of the city of Ferguson,
of the city of Ferguson, Missouri,
and that I will support
and that I will support
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and law
of the United States,
of the United States,
the state of Missouri,
the state of Missouri,
and the charter and ordinances
and the charter and ordinances
of the city of Ferguson, Missouri,
of the city of Ferguson, Missouri,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of my office.
of my office,
So help me God.
so help me God. Thank you.
Councilman Kassoff.
Excuse me, Councilman.
Do solemnly swear that I possess all the qualifications required by the charter, and that I am not subject to any of the disqualifications set forth in the charter in relation to the office of council member of the city of Ferguson, Missouri, and that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States, and the state of Missouri, and the charter and ordinances of the city of Ferguson, Missouri. Without prejudice, discharge the duties of my office.
Please return to the dais.
David, do you have an extra agenda for the second meeting? Thank you. We're good, thank you.
Clerk Pittman, could you please call a roll?
Councilman Noah,
Here.
Councilman Palmer,
Here.
Councilman Cassoff,
Here.
Councilwoman Robinette,
Here.
Mayor Jones,
Here.
Councilwoman Lipta,
Here.
Councilman Williams.
Here.
A quorum is present. At this time, we move to the next item on our agenda, public comments. Clerk Pittman, do we have any public comments?
Yes, Laverne Mitchell.
Good evening, council.
Good evening.
Congratulations, Councilwoman Noah. Congratulations, Councilman Williams, and congratulations, Councilman Castle. The people have voted and chosen you as their council members. As you start your term and govern this city, govern it with a mindset in which you, in all your actions, all your voting, all your decisions, always think in terms of doing what's best for the people and the city. And I would like to say to you some things you don't need to do. Never refer to your seniors as grumpy old people. Never tell your citizens to stay in their lane. And never attack a citizen because they get up here with a concern about somebody you like. Don't do those things. They're insulting, they're hurting, and they make people feel like you don't care. So don't do those things. Also, I'd like you to think in terms of you are held to a higher standard. And I know there are people come up and sometimes they are not very respectful to you. But always remember, you have to be respectful. You're held to a higher standard. As you continue or start your term, I'd also like to ask you to do this. This council passed a code of conduct for elected officials. You all passed this April 2021, well, not the new members, but this was passed. Follow your own policy and code of conduct. You're held to a higher standard. Follow what you have passed here. And I think if you're serious and you care about the people in the city, you will move us forward instead of backwards.
Laverne.
Erica Brooks.
Ms. Brooks.
First off, thank you, congratulations, as Laverne said, to the people that have been elected. As we know, people vote for who they want, and they will get the results that they voted for. Just as we had Tony Burrell that was recalled by Nick Casson, just don't understand that you will be held accountable, just as you held her accountable and being a voice for us in Ward 2. And know that some of the things that you have said and done in the community that were not of such a high standard will be looked at, like Mr. Burns said, on a different level of expectation. Because when you pursue the role that you have been elected to be in a position for, you can't have the mindset of the low. As people say, some people go low. You must go high. Because if we need somebody in our ward to speak for us, they need to have a bigger mindset than the lock and step of the old regime of Ferguson. Because I know on your campaign, you mostly bragged about having the backup of 4 people on the dais already. So just know, understand, when you make decisions for us in our ward, please make it on the basis of our concerns and our needs, and not on the political positions that other people on this dais have in their own interests. I just know that diversity, equity, and inclusion is the ground basis for our consent decree. And the things in our community that we're establishing right now does not say that Ferguson will be moving forward. But I hope that during the city council meetings, the different decisions that are being made for us as the city of Ferguson, and it will not bring us back to ground zero with injustice and more segregation and division. I just hope from what I've seen throughout the campaign that we do not have the same ground zero that we had with Mike Brown. Because with the whole thing of setting up fence in order to guard yourself from future problems says that there's something ahead of us that might not be so inclusive. Like I said, once again, I hope that just because we had the election and there was a vote to put you in that seat, that it's for the good of us all and not for individual personal gain. Because like I said, you gotta remember what you recall. Remember what you recall, and please don't follow those footsteps. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks.
Cassandra Butler.
Hello, Ms. Cassandra. So I want to congratulate the new members on winning their seats. So congratulations again, Ms. Miller, for being reelected, and David, Mr. Williams. Congratulations to you all both. Okay, and I also want to thank the people who also ran. Oh, Nick. How could I forget you?
I heard that.
Congratulations, persistence, tenacity, congratulations.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Good job. And I also want to congratulate the ones who aren't sitting there but ran Erica. Congratulations. I mean, not congratulations, but thank you for putting yourself out there. And also, Lamika, thank you. And thank you, Jamil, who's not here, and also thank you, Blake, who left. So, and I also, so that's that. I want to piggyback on what I was saying last time, as I was really struck by the presentation by the Ferguson Business District. And I just want to call to the council's attention, you know, all the times that we said that, some of us members have said conflict of interest. You just saw 2 great demonstrations of what that conflict of interest looks like. I'll elaborate on this at another time, but I just can't leave this meeting without saying conflict of interest, which you all seem to so readily dismiss. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Butler.
I don't have anyone else.
Thus, in our public comment section, we move to the election of the mayor pro tem. And I just want to share from section 3.7 of the Ferguson City Charter. The council shall also elect from among the council members a mayor pro tem who shall act in the absence of the mayor. We have always been equitable in selecting the mayor pro tem. For the last several years, we have gotten off track. And when I say we have gotten off track, I believe that Councilwoman Robinette, she served 3 years. Tony Burrow served 2 years. You only served 1 year. So, yeah, this your term's end. I would just like that hopefully we could get back on track to each person having an opportunity to serve as mayor pro tem within a 3-year period. My suggestion right now is that the council will consider Naquita Noor as the mayor pro tem. The floor is open for election of the mayor pro tem.
Mayor, I would like to make a motion to appoint Linda Lipka as mayor pro tem.
Are
And-
there any other nominations? I would like to nominate, no, I strike that, strike that. Okay, are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Nominations closed. We have one person for mayor pro tem. What is your favor?
You asking for a vote?
Are you ready to vote?
I need a second.
Is there a second?
Second, Mike Palmer.
Questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
What's the count we have? How many ayes? Let's do it this way. Clerk Pittman, could you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Robinette,
Aye.
Mayor John,
No?
Councilwoman Lipka,
Aye.
Councilman Williams,
Aye.
Councilwoman Noah,
No.
Councilman Palmer,
Aye.
Councilman Cassoff,
Aye.
What's your vote count, please?
Mayor, I have 2 no and 5 yes.
Councilwoman Lipka will serve another year as mayor pro tem. We move to the appointments of council members to the boards and commission. And that is, in previous years, we had hoped that everyone should have an opportunity to serve on each board and each commission. I've been on the city council since 2015. I have served on every board and commission but 2, and that's Economic Development Sales Tax and FNIP. The purpose of moving around from board to board is for each council member to get the experience and to work and understand how each board and commission operates. As a council liaison, it becomes our responsibility to be there to support the members that are on the boards and commission, not to get involved in the conversation or the meeting, but when asked a question, not offer our personal opinions, but answer on behalf of the council. At this time, I'll start with Councilwoman Naquita Noor and see exactly what boards and commission. The last time that you were here previously, you had parks, jet ski parks, human rights, building boards of appeals.
Thank you, Mayor. I was under the impression that I didn't have jet ski park, but I see that I do. You know, I've been asked to,
They still need a council representative.
I've been asked to be the council representative for Ferguson Special Business District and the Ferguson Youth Initiative. And I explained to the members that, you know, I know that Councilwoman Lipka and Councilwoman Robinette have 1 more year on council, you know, so I was going to next year. I wanted to be the council liaison for those boards when you all, you know, are no longer on council. So at this point, I will keep the boards that I have. Have an issue with that, keeping the park, jet ski park, human rights, and building board of appeals. I'm okay with the boards that I have now, Mayor.
Well, okay, 1 minute. You're keeping parks, Chesapeake Park, human rights, and boards of appeal.
Yes.
Okay, Councilwoman Lipka.
Councilwoman Noah, if you would like to do FSBD, I understand FSBD right now is very upset. I wasn't thrilled with the fact that by following the rules that we have established through the ordinance, it was going to make us lose very strong members of FSBD. But as you know, because you were here as well as the rest of us at the last meeting, we, as a council, decided to follow those rules. And unfortunately, they affect FSBD deeply. And like they said, they're losing 40% of their board. And these are people who are very committed. These are people who are super dedicated. So they have every right to be frustrated. They have every right to be angry. They feel that I am the reason because I am their rep. I have not been able to go to every single meeting. I do text them every single time. I do let them know what's going on. I do ask them to let me know what they need. I have not gotten responses from them after their meetings about what they need, but I have gone to meetings where it was said that I haven't gone in a year. That's not true. But they feel that they need different representation. They have every right to those feelings. And if you would like to do this, I think you would be an excellent choice. And I think you would be a fresh voice for them. And that is what they really, really want. So if you were happy, if you would like to have that now, I would be more than happy to trade that with you for parks.
I actually would like to keep parks, but you can take human rights commission.
No, I'm not good at that. I'll just be honest with you because
It's a
it's
hard board.
a hard board. And I feel that it deserves a lot more commitment than I'm able to give. And parks is something that I've wanted to do for the last 8 years that I've been on council and I've never got a chance to do it. So if you would allow me to have 1 year, I would really enjoy that. And I would be happy to pass on FSBD and then whoever takes my seat, you may get it back at that point.
I appreciate that, Councilwoman Lipka. I would really like to stay on parks. Parks is, you know,
Just keep it.
I would like FSBD too, but I think human rights.
Okay, let's put human rights on the side for a minute. Okay. Councilwoman Lipka,
Yes.
what boards would you like?
I would like parks and I would like traffic. I would like to figure out how we can get West Florissant Business District moving again. Because that we haven't had any action there. So that is something that I would need a little bit of assistance maybe from you or from City Economic Development Director. I'm not sure. But I don't have a problem keeping that. The Ferguson Future Foundation, that is kind of like a non-entity. It was, when I first took it, I was super excited to have it because I wanted to create something with that would allow residents who have so many amazing skills to be able to come together and work as a unified group to write grants and things like that for the city. But it turned out that you and the other people and the staff, you guys all put yourselves as board members. And so it kind of just like, you guys held it. So I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't put any citizens on the board or anything like that. So yeah, that one just kind of died on the vine. But I would like to answer the concerns of FSBD currently by acknowledging their request. And I would like to do the West Florissant Business District. I'll keep Ferguson Future Foundation, if definitely traffic, and I would really like to be considered for parks.
Mayor.
Councilwoman, or we know that you want parks.
No, I was going to say, it's okay. Can I speak? She can, Councilwoman Lipka, it's fine. Let's be easy. She can have parks. I'll take FSBD. I'll keep human rights. And she's going to take parks and jet ski park.
You want me to take jet ski park too?
Yeah, you can take because they don't meet that often, so,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
That's an overload, that's an overload.
We can give him jet ski park. He's part of there.
Doesn't meet, they rarely meet, so it's not.
He just lives in Chesapeake Park.
I was surprised we even board for Chesky Park? Is
I
it
didn't
for the
even know that
sculpture?
existed.
It's for the sculpture park, and there is a board, a parks person, member of the Parks and Recreation sits on the Chesky Park board also.
But can I
So-
just ask, when does FSBD meet? Do they meet the third Monday?
Okay,
So you want as,
I'll take FSBD, Human Rights Commission, and Building Board of Appeals.
okay, and you?
I will do Parks, Traffic, West Business Florissant, West Florissant Business District, and Ferguson Future Foundation. And I do want to city staff about West Florissant and Ferguson Future, because there's some ideas I have there.
Councilwoman Robinette.
I'm okay. Or are you asking me what I want? I thought you were asking for comment. No, I'm good with
Okay.
that. That's fine.
Fine where you are.
Yeah, well, I think that I believe David Williams would be better suited for, the Youth Advisory Board for FYI,
Okay, so you're not FYI.
FYIB
Okay, you're removing yourself from that. Okay,
to give to David.
Okay.
And, if, let's see, he had Nelson. I don't know if that load is heavy, if you want to switch one out, Councilman Williams. The Housing Board of Appeals, I would be fine with taking. To swap out what you have under yours that Councilwoman Nelson had before you.
okay. Not traditionally.
Not traditionally, but so Personnel, Housing Board of Appeals, and Planning Commission were on Phaedra Nelson's plate. So
Mayor.
we would have-
Okay,
Okay,
Can
well
I-
then,
1 minute.
Can I just state that, we just lost members for FSBD, so is there any way to, now we're down 4 members.
Well, let us get through this first.
Okay.
Okay, let's get through this first. So you have your boards, Mike, Councilman Palmer.
I'm fine with what I got. I have no problem sticking with what I have.
Okay. Now Councilman Williams.
I will like.
It's, none of them works, honey.
Personnel, library, and youth advisory.
So personnel, library, and youth advisory. So that takes out the Housing Board of Appeal and Plan Commission. Okay. Personnel, library, and you. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. Councilman Castle.
I would like CRB, EDST, and planning and zoning.
No one wants seniors? You have to get up 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's you, that's all you all day.
I know that's me, and seniors, you get up 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll stay with seniors.
Okay.
Mr. Castle?
Mr. Councilman Cassoff is CRB, Economic Development Sales Tax.
Yes, ma'am.
And Plan Commission.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is a load too.
That's and we're giving you Chesky.
Although technically Chesky Park is in Ward 1.
I don't care. I'm good. But what I'm hearing, Mayor, is that we don't have a rep for Housing Board of Appeals or the library.
David.
David took the library.
And I offered to take Housing Board of
And he takes
Appeals.
House Boards of Appeals. So we fine. Okay,
And I'll take Chesky then.
City Clerk,
I'm
did you
trying.
get it all? Okay, let's start over.
Oh, you don't have to, let me tell you what I have.
Okay.
All right, that'll work, that'll work.
And Lipa, did you just say Jeski? You're taking Jeski?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I had that one on the table. Okay.
I'll
So
just
I have
Go to some.
Councilwoman Noah, Building Board of Appeals, FSBD, HRC.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lipton, Parks. And Ferguson Future. Oh, and just. Councilwoman Robinette, Farmers Market, Technology, Pension, Landmarks, and Housing Board of Appeals. Yes.
Mhm.
Councilman Palmer, FNIP, Architectural Review, and, Board of Adjustment. Councilman Williams, FYAB, Personnel and Library. Kassoff, CRB, EDST and Plan. And Mayor Jones, Senior.
Seniors. Okay, okay. Everyone satisfied with their appointments? If you cannot, when you're a council representative and you cannot make that meeting, please call another council person to sit in for you. So we will have representation, council representation at all the boards and commission. As far as the future, Ferguson Future Foundation, when Matt Unrein wrote the bylaws to that, he included the mayor, the finance director, and a couple other people that had to be on the board. So no one choked you out.
No, there's no space left for the citizens though.
Yes, it is. It's
No, there
3
is
more
not.
spaces. Go ahead.
We actually, and I think you had asked that question, and I think that's probably why I was confused when you said that. Because the foundation is set up to have anywhere from 5 to 9 members.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I was not given that information, and when I asked for it, I didn't have that information. So I will get things moving the way I had intended.
Okay. We got it? Boards and commissions are assigned. We move to our miscellaneous support, before we go there, you wanted to say something, Councilwoman Noah?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just want to state, that we lost, 4 people for the Ferguson Special Business District. So, I don't know if there's anything that this council can do to work together to reinstate those members, because I really need some help.
We will talk offline. We move to miscellaneous. We'll start with Councilwoman Noah.
Thank you, Mayor. Earlier I mentioned the neighborhood meetings. Again, Ward 3 Southwest Neighborhood Association will meet April 22nd, 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. at True Vine Missionary Baptist Church, 8420 Hill Drive. And Nesbitt Newton will meet April 24th, which is a Wednesday, 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. in Nesbitt Newton Park. And I just want to say thank you to all the Ward 3 voters who voted for me again to continue to represent and serve in their best interests. We'll continue to do the work for the best interests of Ward 3, working with this Ferguson City Council. And also, lastly, what did I have to say? We need people on the Ferguson boards and commissions. Ferguson, we need your help. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Noah. Councilman Palmer,
Night, thank you.
Councilman Castle.
I just want to say thanks to those who voted for me, and I look forward to 3 years of delighting you. To those who didn't vote for me, I look forward to 3 years of convincing you that next time you'll support me. I serve everybody in this ward, and I understand the importance of this council. I've been around it for a long time, even though I've never been on it. And to those who look skeptically at me now, I will earn your trust. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Castle. Councilwoman Robinette.
I would like to welcome our new council members, and Councilwoman Noah, congratulations on your win as well. And Mayor, I'd just like to point out that the Mayor Pro Tem, there aren't enough years and people for everybody to have a time on Mayor Pro Tem. So I appreciate the suggestion, but I think that will be good with Linda serving as her last year on council. So, and with that, I have nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Robinette. Councilwoman Lipka.
Thank you. So I just want to say congratulations to our three new members. Well, repeat show over there on Ward 3. And our two new members with Mr. Kassoff and David Williams with Ward 1. One of the lovely things with these two gentlemen is that this one has a long history. He's been involved in so many things. And he, like you said, he's been around these councils for a long time. This gentleman is brand new in the regard of being a Ferguson resident. He's been here 18 months, almost getting closer to 2 years. He's a newlywed. He's an awesome guy. And he is sitting in this chair with no preconceived notions at all. None. It's awesome. So what he will take away from our meetings is what you present to him. So that is how he will understand this community. And I've seen him in action when we were out meeting people, and it was a lovely thing. So I welcome them both. I look forward to working with them both. I wish they had been here earlier so we had more time to work together. But we are here, and we are going to make the most of this last 12 months that we possibly can to benefit this community. So thank you.
Your last 12 months. I mean, like our last 12 months. The council's not going
Right.
anywhere.
Our
just wanna
last
make
12
sure,
months. I think you knew what I meant, but
Check it.
I expire like Mission Impossible. I blow up in 12 months.
Well, thank you, Councilwoman Lipka. Councilman Williams.
I watch one of these. Audio is horrible. So if we can get the mics corrected, that would be, my mic doesn't even work. Her mic barely works. So if you're on Zoom and you're looking at it, you get interested because you can't hear what the people are saying. So, you know, I know people laugh, but I'm serious. Like, it's horrible. If we can get the audio fixed, that would be good. Because a lot of people, especially seniors, they can't get here, so they depend on the Zoom to watch these meetings, to be informed. But if they can't hardly hear what's going on, what's the point?
Anything else, Councilman Williams?
That's it. If we can get the audio.
Yes.
Okay. Clerk Pittman?
To address that concern first, congratulations on being elected and reelected. But to address that, that's one of the things that you actually see underway right now. We are in the process of updating our equipment that is in dire need of repair or replacement. But we are undergoing that process right now, and it included some renovations and so forth. So it should be done before the end of June. But that's all.
Attorney Thomas.
Nothing for me, thank you.
City Manager Hampton.
I'd like to welcome aboard the two council members that are new, and Ms. Noah, congratulations again. It'd be a pleasure working with everyone. That's all I have, man.
Thank you, City Manager. I would just like to say congratulations to Councilwoman Laquita Noor for your reelection. Councilman Nick Kassoff and Councilman Williams, congratulations. This is only my suggestion, is that you get with your counterpart and you all sit down and come up with several things you would like to see take place in your ward. And then when we have our strategic planning session with the city manager, we have something to share with him. Other than that, don't forget August. Why is August on my mind? April the 23rd is the Ferguson consent decree hearing. Please come out because the judge has stated that she would like to see several different people at the consent decree hearing. So please come out on the 23rd. If you need a ride, the city will provide you a ride. At this time, I will entertain a motion in a second to adjourn.
So move, Laquita Noah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. We do have a reception in the back for our new council members. Don't run off, but you got 20 minutes. After that, I'll flick the lights because we gotta go home. Meeting adjourned.
You're lying. That would be hilarious, so. What would be,